Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to remind you of one thing: never quit. In life, there will be times when the road seems impossible, when the weight of the world is on your shoulders and every part of you wants to give up. But I tell you, in those moments, do not quit. The challenge you're facing right now might seem overwhelming, but it's not the end of your journey. It's just another chapter. You see, success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and setbacks. It's in those tough times that we truly find out who we are. We learn what we're made of. We discover the fire that burns deep inside us, the fire that refuses to go out no matter how much life tries to throw water on it. When you feel like giving up, remember this: every great success was preceded by failure. The people who stand at the top today, whether in business, in art, in sports, or in life, they were once where you are. They didn't get there because they were the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. They got there because they refused to quit. The journey isn't easy, but if you stick with it, if you show up when others are running away, if you continue to put in the work, then you will succeed. Not because it's promised, but because you earned it. It's not about being the best right now. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and remember, I will not quit. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is that you get back up. That's what defines you. Never let failure be the end. Let it be your beginning. If you're facing challenges right now, I want you to remember that you're not alone. The road may be hard, but you're built for it. Don't quit, because the world needs your gifts. It needs your passion. It needs the light you bring. And trust me when I say you are capable of more than you know. So when life gets tough, when the odds seem stacked against you, remember this: I will not quit. You will rise, you will overcome, and you will succeed. Life will test you. It will throw challenges your way, moments where you feel like the odds are against you. You'll face obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. There will be days when you wonder if it's worth it, when you question everything you've been working for. But I'm here to tell you, never quit. That's the key to success: persistence. It's the ability to keep going even when it feels like the world is trying to stop you. It's the strength to rise after every fall, knowing that each step forward brings you closer to where you want to be. There's no easy way to the top. There's no shortcut to greatness. You've got to work for it. You've got to push through the pain, the doubt, the fear. The days when it feels like nothing is going right and everything is falling apart are the days that matter most. Those are the days that define you, because those are the days when you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. You're stronger than the challenges, stronger than the setbacks, stronger than the fear that tries to hold you back. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it to happen. Success comes to those who make it happen, to those who refuse to quit. The road to success is never smooth, but that's okay. The bumps, the struggles, the hard times, they're just part of the journey. Without them, you wouldn't grow. Without them, you wouldn't become the person you're meant to be. You have a vision, a dream, a goal. Don't let anything take that away from you. Keep your eyes on the prize, and no matter what, keep moving forward. If you fall, get back up. If you stumble, stand tall again. If you doubt yourself, remind yourself that you're capable of more than you know. Persistence is the key. It's the reason people succeed when others give up. It's the reason dreams come true. So when life challenges you, don't back down. Keep pushing, because quitting is not an option. Success is never a straight path. It's a winding road full of twists and turns. You'll encounter setbacks along the way, times when things don't go as planned, and that's okay. In fact, it's expected. No one who has achieved greatness got there without facing some form of adversity. We all stumble. We all fall short sometimes. But what matters is that you don't let those moments define you. You can't let failure stop you from moving forward. When you hit a bump in the road, you don't turn around. You don't give up. You pick yourself up and keep going. The road may not be smooth, but the view from the top is worth every step. Each setback is a lesson, a chance to grow, a way to become stronger. It's in those tough moments that we learn the most about ourselves. When things get tough, that's when you dig deeper. You find strength you didn't know you had. You find resilience that you didn't even realize was there. Success is about persistence, about the ability to keep moving forward even when it seems impossible. Because the journey is never easy, but it's always worth it. You can't let the bumps in the road stop you from reaching your destination. So when you encounter setbacks, don't be discouraged. Understand that they are just part of the process, and no matter what, keep moving forward. Because success isn't about never failing, it's about never quitting. Adversity has a way of revealing who we truly are. When life is easy, when everything is going smoothly, it's easy to feel confident, to believe we have it all together. But it's when the storm hits, when the pressure mounts, that our true character begins to show. It's in those tough times that you discover what you're really made of. Are you the person who gives up the moment things get hard, or are you the one who digs deep, who stands tall even when the odds are stacked against you? Adversity doesn't just challenge us, it exposes us. It shows us our weaknesses and our strengths, often in ways we never anticipated. When everything is going wrong, that's when you learn about your resilience. You'll find out if you're someone who can keep pushing forward when the world is pushing against you. You'll find out if you have the grit, the determination, the heart to continue fighting even when you feel like you're losing. Adversity strips away the illusions, the things we hold on to make ourselves feel secure. It forces us to confront who we truly are. And that's when growth happens. It's when we face the hardest moments that we are given the opportunity to rise above, to become the best version of ourselves. Because it's not in the easy times that we develop character, it's in the tough times that we forge it. In the face of adversity, you get to decide who you are. Will you rise to the challenge, or will you let it break you? Your true character is not defined by your successes. It's defined by how you handle your struggles. And it's through overcoming those struggles that you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. So when life gets tough, don't shy away from the challenge. Embrace it, because it's the adversity that will reveal the greatness within you. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. We live in a world that often celebrates success, but what we often forget is that every great success has been preceded by failure. No one gets it right on the first try. The people you admire, the ones who have reached the top, have failed, and they failed a lot. But it was in those failures that they learned, they grew, and they became who they are today. Failure isn't something to fear. It's a stepping stone, a necessary part of the process. Each time you fail, you're one step closer to your goal. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to adjust, to get better. The road to success isn't built on a foundation of perfection. It's built on a foundation of perseverance through failure. Think about the greatest innovators, the greatest leaders, the greatest athletes. They all have one thing in common. They didn't let failure stop them. They didn't let it define them. They didn't see failure as a permanent state, but as a temporary setback, a lesson to be learned. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to take risks, to put yourself out there, knowing that failure is part of the process. Because without failure, there's no growth. Without failure, there's no progress. Success doesn't come from avoiding failure. It comes from embracing it, learning from it, and using it as fuel to keep going. Every failure is just one more lesson learned, one more step toward the finish line. So when you fail, don't see it as the end. See it as an opportunity to get better, to get stronger, and to move closer to your ultimate goal. Failure is not a reflection of who you are, it's a reflection of where you are on your journey, and every successful person has walked that same path from failure to failure until they found the success they were striving for. Remember, every success is preceded by failure, and the only real failure is quitting. People don't quit. They don't stop when things get tough. In fact, when things get tough, that's when they push harder. It's easy to quit when the road is rough, when you've been knocked down, when it seems like nothing is working. But the people who stand at the top today, the ones we admire, the ones who inspire us, they didn't stop. They didn't give up. They didn't throw in the towel when things got difficult. Instead, they chose to keep going, even when the odds were against them. They faced the same challenges, the same struggles, the same fears that you face, but they kept moving forward, one step at a time. They didn't have a magic formula for success. They didn't have everything figured out. What they had was a relentless determination, a refusal to quit no matter how tough it got. Success doesn't come to those who wait for it to happen. It doesn't come to those who quit when things get hard. It comes to those who keep showing up day after day, even when the world is pushing back. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful isn't talent or luck, it's perseverance. It's the ability to keep going, even when the road gets rocky. When the storms come, the strong keep moving. When the challenges arise, the great ones face them head on. They know that the pain they're feeling today is temporary, but the rewards of not quitting will last forever. So when things get tough, remember this: the people who succeed are the ones who refuse to give up. They're the ones who keep going no matter how hard it gets. Great people don't quit, and neither should you. Consistency is the key. It's not about being the best right now, it's about showing up every single day. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen by waiting for the perfect moment. It happens by showing up, by putting in the work even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you don't have the energy, when you feel like you're not making progress, when you wonder if it's even worth it. But in those moments, remember this: consistency is more important than being the best. It's about doing the work over and over again without getting discouraged. It's about getting better every day, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Success is built on small actions that compound over time. It's the daily effort that leads to big results. When you're consistent, you develop habits that move you forward, even on the days when you feel stuck. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be the best. You just need to keep showing up. Even when it feels like you're not making progress, even when it feels like the road is long, the consistency you show will eventually pay off. It's in the small steps, the daily grind, that success is found. It's not about achieving greatness in one day. It's about being committed to the process day after day. Those who keep showing up, who keep putting in the work, who don't give up, they're the ones who ultimately succeed. So no matter where you are right now, no matter how far you have to go, keep showing up, because it's the consistency that will carry you to where you want to be. Success is not something that comes by chance. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's not about waiting for an opportunity to fall into your lap. Success is earned. It's about hard work, grit, and determination. It's about getting up every day and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing through the difficult moments, the setbacks, and the failures, knowing that they are just part of the journey. You won't achieve greatness by sitting back and hoping it will happen. You have to put in the effort. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to put in the hours, to go the extra mile when everyone else is resting. Success comes to those who earn it with sweat, tears, and persistence. It's about the long hours, the dedication, the focus, and the resilience that you bring to every task. Luck doesn't define your future, your work ethic does. It's the choices you make, the effort you put in, the decisions you take every single day that determine your success. If you're waiting for luck to find you, you're wasting your time. You have to go out and create your own opportunities. Success doesn't just happen. It's built, step by step, by those who are willing to work for it. Hard work is the foundation, and determination is the fuel that keeps you going when it gets tough. If you're persistent and you keep pushing forward, you will find success. But remember, it's not handed to you. It's earned through your actions, your commitment, and your resolve. So don't wait for success to come to you. Go out and earn it. Keep pushing. It's not about being perfect. It's not about getting everything right from the start or having it all figured out. Perfection is a myth. And if you wait for it, you'll never move forward. What matters is that you keep improving, even if it's just a little bit each day. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you want to be. You don't have to be the best right now. You just have to be better than you were yesterday. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. If you commit to improving every day, those small improvements will compound over time. They'll add up, and before you know it, you'll be far ahead of where you started. The key is to keep pushing, even when you feel stuck or discouraged. It's about not giving up when things get tough or when you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the process. They're not failures, they're opportunities to learn and grow. So when you feel like giving up, remind yourself, it's not about being perfect. It's about the effort you put in. Every day is a chance to improve, to get better, to move closer to your goals. The only thing that can stop you is quitting, and as long as you keep pushing, you'll continue to make progress. Perfection will never be the measure of success. Persistence and daily improvement will. So keep pushing forward no matter how hard it gets. Because one day, those small, consistent improvements will add up to something great. Failure is not the end. It's a beginning. When you fail, it's not a sign that you should quit. It's a sign that you're still on the journey. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. It's easy to see failure as a roadblock, something that stops you in your tracks. But that's not the truth. Failure is just part of the process. It's the universe telling you, you're not there yet, but you're getting closer. When you fail, you gain insight that you didn't have before. You learn what doesn't work, and that's just as valuable as knowing what does. Success is built on a foundation of failure because each time you fall, you gather the knowledge you need to rise higher. Every time you stumble, you're one step closer to understanding what it takes to reach your goal. So don't fear failure. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Learn from them. Reflect on what went wrong. Adjust your approach and keep going. The greatest people in history have all faced failure, but what made them great was their ability to use failure as fuel, to turn it into a lesson that drove them forward. When you experience failure, remember that it's not a permanent state. It's just a chapter in your story. You're not defined by your setbacks, but by how you rise from them. Failure is a beginning because it gives you the opportunity to start again, stronger and wiser. So, when you face setbacks, keep going. Learn from them. Grow from them, and continue on your path to success. You are capable of more than you know. We all have this incredible potential inside of us, but sometimes we fail to see it. We doubt ourselves, we question our abilities, and we wonder if we have what it takes. But the truth is, you are stronger than you think. You have more strength, more resilience, and more power than you give yourself credit for. When life gets tough, it's easy to believe that we're not enough, that we don't have the capacity to keep going. But you've overcome challenges before, and you'll overcome even more. Every time you've faced a struggle, you've proven that you can rise above it. So don't underestimate your own potential. You've got more in you than you realize. The limits you think you have are just the ones you've set for yourself. You're not defined by your past mistakes or your failures. You're defined by your ability to keep moving forward, even when the road is tough. You may not see it now, but every challenge you face is shaping you, building your strength, and helping you unlock a potential you didn't know existed. Keep fighting, even when it feels like you can't. You are stronger than your doubts. You are more capable than the fear that holds you back. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward the incredible power that lies within you. So don't stop, don't quit, because the person you are becoming is far more capable than you know. Keep going because you are stronger than you think. So, as you face the challenges ahead, remember this. You are capable of more than you know, and failure is just a stepping stone to success. Don't quit when the road gets rough. Don't give up when you face setbacks. Keep pushing forward because you are stronger than you think. The most successful people didn't stop when things got tough. They kept showing up, they kept improving, and they kept fighting. You're no different. Your potential is limitless, and your journey is just beginning. So keep going, keep striving, keep believing, because you will not quit and you will succeed. Thank you.